Hello and welcome back to Uday's Kitchen. Today I'm back with this delicious Senegambian favorite recipe that is Benachin or Thieboudienne. Okay, just look at that. This rice recipe is so delicious, it's so fluffy, okay, full of flavor, full of vegetables. Okay, you can never go wrong with it. Okay, today I'm sending my shout outs to all my Gambian viewers, as I get most of my views from back home in the Gambia. So I appreciate you guys so much. You are all so wonderful, and thank you for supporting a sister out there. I appreciate you all. Okay, so if you're curious and want to know how this incredible dish came together, please stay tuned as I show you step by step how to go about it. So on my ingredient list, I have 2 pieces of barracuda, okay, optional some shrimp that I'm just gonna throw in it. All right, the pounded ingredients I'm gonna be using are 1 onion, 1 bell pepper, some spring onions, habanero pepper, fresh tomatoes, and I'm gonna be blending this with some black pepper and some Maggi seasoning. Then we also have some oil. I'm gonna use just some of that oil, some tomato paste, salt, okay, and the vegetables that I'm going to be throwing in are eggplant, cabbage, okra, and habanero pepper. You can add cassava to it as well. Okay, these are just the vegetables that I'm going to be throwing in. So first things first, I'm going to prep my pounded ingredients. Okay, I'm going to cut all these and slice them and blend them in my blender. Okay, the fish is already cleaned and salted, as well as the shrimp as well. So the only seasoning I added to the fish is just salt. Just salt is enough. So my pounded ingredients are all set. Just realized that I'm out of fresh garlic, so I'm using garlic powder. This garlic is important here, but if you have fresh garlic, use at least 4 cloves of garlic for this. Okay, now put all the ingredients in the blender. All the ingredients are in. For the black pepper, add in the garlic powder, close it up and blend. So the pounded ingredients are all set. Set that aside and move on to the fish. So the fish, I'm going to fry some and leave some, meaning I'm going to just throw it in the stew as it boils. Now, what I'm in here in this other bowl, I have some of the pounded ingredients. I have some spring onions and a little bit of some onions, and I took some of that shrimp and cut it like that. Now I'm gonna mix all that up. Remember, our pounded ingredients had black pepper, garlic, and Maggi seasoning. Okay, so we're not gonna add no salt to this. Okay, it's already set. That's why I use the pounded ingredients. That's set. Okay, now I'm just gonna create holes like that. Let it not go through the other side. Okay, just 2 holes like that. Take some of that mixture and just stuff that fish. Just stuff that fish all the way to the end. Okay, as you can see, it did not show on the other side. All right, take more and add to the other hole. Good. Now all our preparations are set. Our fish is set, pounded ingredients set. Now let's move to the stove. So with my pot set, I add in some oil. The oil is hot now. Take the fish. There we go. So I'm going to fry it until brown on one side. Flip it over and fry until all the sides are golden brown. So the fish is golden brown now. Take it out and set it aside. We're all set. So next, we're now going to fry our tomato paste and the blended ingredients. Normally what I do is I first fry my sea snail. I almost forgot about this, but it's very important in this recipe, except if you don't have it. If you don't have it, then you can omit it. But first I'm going to throw in my sea snail and then add in the tomato paste. Fry that for at least 2 minutes before I add in the blended ingredients. So the oil is hot enough. Add in the sea snail. So fry that for 2 minutes. So after 2 minutes, or when you see your tomato paste looking like this, okay, then you can add in your blended ingredients together with the bay leaves. Okay, bay leaves are very important in this recipe because it gives it tons of flavor. So add in the bay leaves and the blended ingredients. 5 minutes into the frying, this is how it looks. So we're going to still keep frying until we get to the stage that we want. Few minutes later, this is how it looks. It has started looking like it has sand particles in it. Okay, this is almost done. Okay, now what I'm going to do is add in my vegetables. I ended up adding some cassava as well. You can add in carrots as well. So the veggies you put in is based on, it's dependent on you. It's all set now. I'm going to add in my fish. Okay, first the raw fish. Okay, add in some water. So that's enough water for me and the amount of rice I'm cooking. Okay, so here you have to be very careful because if the water is too much, the rice is not going to be fluffy. Okay, and you don't want that in especially this dish. Okay, so we're going to let this start boiling for some time before we add in the fried fish. Okay, that is to give the raw fish some time to cook. Okay, in the meanwhile, I'm going to wash my rice. Okay, so that is all set. Put it in the microwave for 2 minutes. As soon as it starts boiling, in goes the second fish. Now we're just gonna allow everything to cook and then take it out. Okay, all our fish and ingredients are cooked. We take those out. Now check to see if you need to add salt or Maggi or black pepper before you add in the rice. So I'm adding in a little bit of black pepper and a little bit of Maggi seasoning. Okay, or a little bit of salt. The rice goes in. The remaining pounded ingredients that I set aside also goes in, and the shrimp also goes in. So mix all of that up, cover it up and let it steam and cook. So the moment you cover it up, reduce your stove to low. That way it doesn't get burnt. And the moment you close it, we are only going to be flipping this, you know, when we know the steam has, you know, reached all parts of the rice. Time to flip our rice. Cover it back up and let it continue cooking. It's all done now. Let's flip it for the last time. See how fluffy the rice is? That is one of the reasons why we don't flip it often. Okay, if you want a fluffier Benachin, don't be flipping your rice too often. Just 2 eyes is enough. There you have it. Bon appetit and see you next Saturday. Bye bye.